What's going on, guys? I just kind of want to share a new product, something new that I've kind of experiencing with this Polaris RZR front differential. It's Polaris RZR 1000, and honestly, I just kind of bench tested it, put it in here, kind of just saw what it did since it's new and everything. Wanted to see it, and it actually kind of really surprised me. Kind of blew me away because of how well it worked just with bench testing. I've never had another one really come even close to this. I might be freaking out a little bit, but it's a great little product. It's from SuperATV. I'm not sponsored. I bought this out of my own pocket. That's just it's a hell of an upgrade, but it is kind of expensive. I mean, just this cage alone was $300, and just the armature plate here was about $70. But in retrospect, it is kind of a lot just for these little parts. But anyways, it works very well. And the main difference here is between the two is that this one here does not have any H clips. As you can see from this one here, like there's an H clip right there. And that's what kind of puts spring tension on this. Apparently on this one, there's a tapered design that keeps these things pushed in and out. It almost, in a way, acts like a one-way bearing. So no more H-clips, no more spring tensions, no more anything. And what I noticed about this, which will surprise me, is that it's almost instantaneous. And it grips really well just with bench testing. I know bench testing isn't, scientific or whatever, but it works way better than bench testing this one. So the difference in the armature plate here is I believe all the thickness is the same. It's definitely a heavy duty steel, but there is twice as many fingers as the stock one. The stock one wasn't riding very well because it wasn't getting, I guess, even pressure on everything. And you can tell just by the wear patterns on everything. There's dark and light and everything. So this one's got twice as many fingers here to go into every slot and groove on that Sprague carrier. So that's going to help seat it better. That's going to help turn it better, lock in better, and stay locked in better. But here's what it is. So, oh, my thing just broke. Anyway, so put it in there. So the sleeves for kind of get it. Each one of your bearings need to be seating in one of those grooves there. We'll go ahead and put this in first. And these just floating in there. There's no tension on these anymore. There's no like that. It's just floating. So we'll put that in there. Put your armature plate on it. And there we go. I mean, that's your basic install of it. So, all right, I'm just going to be putting just some mild little pressure on this. Nothing crazy. So we're spinning well, and it locks in. I mean, I cannot turn the hub. And I mean, like I said, it's just barely putting pressure on it. As soon as you let go, it's out. And then what's nice about it is to kind of keep with that all-wheel drive, and then that's where Polaris kind of gets in, and it's not just hard to steer. So this is able to turn backwards. Like I said, that's kind of why it's like a one-way bearing. It'll spin backwards, locked it in forward. And like I said, guys, this is not much pressure at all. So imagine your 12-volt system actually locking onto here and spinning this. You're going to be locked into four-wheel drive. Same goes reverse. Spin all the way back ways, it is locked. Cannot spin it, but it does spin that way. I mean, you can put a little bit more pressure on there, and it will maybe, but it is not spinning the opposite direction. Like I said, that is with very little pressure. You can hear all those rollers in that cage just snap. So see if you can hear that again. It's just solidly locked. So that's why I'm surprised at the product. It is expensive. It is what it is. But this is, you could say, well, I kind of like mine hopping. It lets me know when to back off. I don't mind it, actually, on mine. It lets me know to back off before something else bigger breaks. On this, though, you're not going to break this part. And it's a whole lifetime warranty anyway. It's the original owner, I'm sure. So, it is what it is. It works better than this. This works good. This works better. This doesn't break. This won't break. I've never broken one. I'm not saying you won't. But the armature plate here is kind of your weak point because it can get warped, and I believe this one's warped too. I'm testing it right here on my grandma's dish towel, so just kidding. But weak link, this is definitely a nice little upgrade. Alone, I'm sure you can run this with just a different. No, it can't. So yeah, enough said about it. It works really well. So we're gonna throw it back into this differential and see how well it does. Thank y'all for watching.